波動の96一等加速
Alright, what's going on, guys? WeBull is back again, coming at you with a showcase on the brand new Barragan, and yeah, we got him from the ticket, and hopefully we can actually do something with this character. Now, I do have him at level 200 at T15. I figure, you know, like, I have plenty of potions, and I think he's worth it. I think he's a really good character. Do I think he's worth summoning for? We'll see about that. So he is an Orankar Espada. I do have the Teacup Fortification Pill as well as the Espada Chair. Hybrid Links, Ulquiorra, again, Rusai, as well as the Orihime, damage inflicted at full stam 20%. Strong attack recharge -10. Bonus abilities, I did give him full stam because he does play off of full stam, like it's one of his innate abilities to begin with. Now, I did get his SP to level 10. I figure, I gotta do a showcase, right? And if I'm gonna do a showcase, if I have the character, I might as well do it myself. So, innate skills, we do have freeze immunity, sprinter +1, as well as full stamina only reduce strong attack cooldown -6%. It'll go up to 18% base because he does actually have a built-in strong attack recharge link, right? So, reduce strong attack cooldown to 42%. Okay, strong attack damage as his main link. Now he has a weaken and drain on all of his attacks except for his second, which is kind of unfortunate because that's the one with the most hits. Now he has a bruiser of 20%, and his debuff mechanic does last quite a bit because he does have diminisher. But my issue with this diminisher is that as soon as that wave of enemies is dead, it's useless. So frenzy +1, weaken defense, guard break, debilitator +5 seconds, full stamina damage boost 65%, 25% from the T15, 20% built into the character. With his strong attack damage plus 20% is really good. Alright, so let's take him into IT and see what he can do there. I'm hoping that he can do fairly well. He doesn't have killer, which is unfortunate just because it is the I think it's Orankar enemies and he has Hollow Killer, so it's like, it is what it is. Not quite sure on the immunity on the enemies, but we'll see. Should have ×5, good. ×5 run. Let's bring some link slot units. I actually have my stuff filtered for link slot units now. Our full boosters. Start the run. Forget that there's allies. It's okay. It's not that big. It's not that big a deal for at least not for IT. Okay, so full stamina, 65%. First strong attack, not able to kill anything, which is kind of unfortunate. Second strong attack does last quite a little bit, but at the end of the day, like, we still have 18 seconds left on the cooldown, which is not really good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, first strong attack, 5 seconds left. Let me see. No, 4 seconds left. That's pretty good. Second strong attack, debuff, map wide attack, right? 20 seconds cooldown still. And it's just a regular, like, crawling vortex, which is unfortunate. Now, this character doesn't have Havoc, which I think really hurts him. And he has such a strange kit, because the mechanic with his special move, like, he has weakened defense, he has weakening, he has drain, and his special move... I mean, you get a map-wide debuff on his second strong attack, but like if you're using this character to like bomb in Guild Quest, I don't really see him as a bomber in Guild Quest because he doesn't have bombardment, right? He has Hollow Killer, so you're competing with ranged Hollow Killer, Byakuya, Noelle. Noelle's a goddess. And he doesn't have like a link slot skill, he doesn't have a droplet skill, none of that. So I'm still kind of torn on where this character really fits. First strong attack is the 18% mag for strong attack. Able to kill the small enemies, but the big enemies not quite. Second strong attack does have some back range on it, which is good. And then you have like the crawling vortex part. But like you're dead for like your second strong attack is dead for like 18 seconds. Once you kill the wave of enemies, the debuff is gone. Like, what I like to do in Guild Quest most of the time is on the 4th boss, if I can nuke through the 4th boss, ping the final boss, kill the last wave outside of the main boss. I like having weakened defense and weakening on the boss or whatever, so that way the enemy dies quicker. But you can't like debuff into weakened defense, nuke the 4th boss, because the 5th boss isn't gonna get the debuff mechanic. So it's just weird. This character, I think, is just I think he's just weird. I really don't know how to explain it. Do I think he's a bad character? No, I think he's okay. We'll see how he performs in IT. I think he should do a lot better in IT. I mean IZ. I'm not sure if he has killer in IZ, but we'll see. We have like 800 combo. Yeah, like we have a good amount of hits on the second strong attack. But you see, like these enemies right here, they're not debuffed because they're part of a different wave. So the debuff mechanic ended up being like borderline useless against them. Alright, not able to kill from this range is unfortunate. Next wave of enemies should spawn on top. Second strong attack. I feel like you do actually have some good range on that second strong attack despite not having Havoc. Boom. 74,141 damage. Alright, we're not going to take that damage into account just because we're going to move on to IZ and then we'll do all the calculations there. Alright, so we'll be right back and we're going to do IZ. Okay, so it looks like we don't actually have killer in this zone. We're going to keep these people. Let's do this. The alpha. Is this Gino? Please be. Nah, Gino wouldn't play with a 1 out of 5. Alright, let's just do the times 5 run, full boosters. Alright, same build as the last time. Alright, so let's see exactly what we're going to be doing here. First strong attack, 18% mag. You got the damage inflicted at full stamp, 65% and 6% SAR. 6,000, okay. Second strong attack, debuff mechanic with the crawling vortex. I think is it the same length as a regular crawling vortex? I don't know. No, you have a walking vortex. I'm genuinely interested. Let's check out what the third strong attack does. First strong attack. 9,200. $15,000 is a crit. Okay, I want to die, please. Thank you. Let me do this. So 15,000 as a crit. Multiply that by 1.6. Multiply this by 8. So 192,000 with the third strong attack. Keep in mind this is with full stamina, 65%. T15. We could get more from like T20, but I mean it is what it is. So 192,000. This is roughly 192,000 divided by 8, multiply this by 6. This is going to be roughly the damage that we would deal with the first strong attack if we actually get them perfectly hit, but for the sake of transparency, this is probably going to be roughly the damage that you're going to be dealing with the first strong attack if you don't aim perfectly. So 96,000, not really bad for a first strong attack, but my issue with this character really stems from the, like, I feel like if they gave this character spiritual pressure plus 80%, he would have been so much better. Like, his second strong attack only lasts for the first wave, right? Like, these enemies, now they got the debuff, but now these enemies don't. So, like, it's borderline, I don't want to say useless, but I feel like Diminisher, I feel like this strong attack, I feel like this character is made for, like, epic raids or guild quests, but for guild quests, his second strong attack is only going to be useful for runs that are relatively slow. Like, if you have a really good holo killer team, like say you have like a max transcended who's good for ranged holo week, right? Like Noelle, Byakuya, and you want a booster, right? So who's a range booster for range holo? It's just any booster, whatever. I can't even think of a proper booster because I'm spacing. This character is not really going to be bombing better than... Maybe he'll be bombing better than Byakuya if you're only counting the last character, but Noelle can nuke and do her job on the 4th and 5th boss, so you're not like wasting too much time on trash mobs. So I mean, I don't know, it's really strange. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this Barragan. I'm genuinely interested. As of right now, I think he's just a good character. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's like crazy OP. I think he's just a really good character. I can't say he's like he's good. I think he's better than good just because he does have the guard break. He does have the increased strong attack recharge, which does help him get his strong attacks back. Sure. It's just that, like, let's do the second strong attack. I know I aimed the wrong way on purpose. Boom, boom. 52,000 damage, and that's with the debuff mechanic, so just keep that in mind. So 52,000 damage, multiply that by 1.6. Let's just assume that we had killer, and let's assume that Renji was a hollow, so that way we can get the damage for that. So 83,200. Now we're going to multiply this by 1.5. This is going to be the damage for the weakened enemies. And then we're also going to get 1.3 damage, and this is going to be the 30% damage increase that we get from weakened defense. We're going to multiply this by 3 for the amount of hits, aside from the original attack, and then we're going to add the original hit that was for 83,200, which is with killer if Renji was a hollow, right? So 569,920 damage. Really, really good nuking damage, but like I said, most enemies are going to die at like 300,000 damage anyways. And for content like Guild Quest, like if you have this character 5 out of 5, that debuff mechanic, it'll help you nuke down the beginning part of the 4th boss, but the 5th boss won't have the debuff mechanic, and the final boss will only have the weakened defense. Now if you do T20 him, you could go like double weakened defense, and that would make him an excellent nuker. But I still think that Noel might be better. I'll have to actually check that out in the long run. But yeah, no, I mean, if you T20 him and you don't have Noel, you don't have a max transcended Byakuya, like this Barragan should do very, very well in hard GQ, especially for newer players who aren't able to currently do hard GQ. Now, if you are doing hard GQ already and you have a team that's clearing in under like 20 seconds or 30 seconds, like say your team is just good, then in my opinion, this Barragan is really unnecessary unless you plan to 5 out of 5 him and you're like a massive whale. In which case, I mean, you do you, boo, you do you. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Guys, grind, I'll catch up with him, stay blessed. Overall, my thoughts on this Barragan is that he is a really, really nice Barragan to have. I think he's really good. I wish he had Havoc. I wish he had the SP plus 80% since he doesn't have like Frenzy plus 2 or none of that. He just has Full Stam and Berserker 20% as actual multipliers for his stuff. And his strong attack cooldown skill, even though I do like it, I feel like he needs a little bit more than Retsu because his cooldown is significantly longer for his SA2. When you look at characters like Retsu, her first strong attack is an 8-second cooldown, second strong attack is a 16-second cooldown, and her third strong attack is a 30-second cooldown. Now the difference between her 24-second third strong attack cooldown is not that different with a 30-second cooldown. Now if you look at it, right, like say 24 divided by 30, yeah, 24 divided by 30, it gets an increase. Oh wait, hold on, I need to do it the other way around. Divided by 24, it's a 25 increase in cooldown. But when you're talking about Barragan, for example, his cooldown goes from the normal 16 seconds to 40 seconds. So you end up getting something like this, 40 divided by 16. So instead of getting a 25% increase in the cooldown for the third strong attack for Retsu, for his second strong attack, he's getting a 250% cooldown increase, just because he has the quote-unquote debuff mechanic that only works for one wave. And that, in my opinion, is really unfortunate. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Just grind. I'll catch up with you. Stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully this video was informative to you. I might be in the wrong. I mean, it is what it is. This is like, at the end of the day, character reviews are going to be relatively opinionated. Whether you want to, whether I want to believe I'm unbiased or biased, whatever, it doesn't really matter. This is what I genuinely think about the character. Do I think he's good? Yes. Do I think he's worth working on? Yes. Do I think he's worth summoning 5 out of 5? If Wallet-chan go burr and, you know, like Anya is asking for it, then sure, go buy her 5 out of 5 Barragan. But honestly, as of right now, we're 2 months away from anniversary. Just wait for anniversary. Stay blessed, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.